What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Watu, Kami, leader of the Duelist Club, and we are back at it again with another deck profile. It's been 2 years. I'm so excited. I know I said I was going to do a dinosaur deck profile, but those cards aren't going to be in all the way in until at the latest the end of next week, and I couldn't contain my excitement, so I said, you know what? I'm just going to do Batteryman. It was my first deck that I built that was synergized, so I figured it'd be a fun thing to do. As a disclaimer, this deck is not built to be incredibly competitive. Alright, it's built to be for fun, and what I mean by that is we are not playing 3, 6, 9 hand traps in this deck. Alright, the closest thing we have to a hand trap no one plays anymore. So now that I got that out of the way, without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the cards you guys are probably going to want to play at 3. Batteryman 9V, Batteryman Solar, Batteryman Charger, and Batteryman Fuel Cell. Now to give you a good idea of what each one of these cards do, Batteryman Solar, it's a rank 4, so you can make an Xyz with it with any of the other level 4 monsters we're going to be playing in this deck. On top of that, whenever it hits the field, it can make a token, which you can turn into Link Haribo. That's basically its whole purpose for being there. You have Batteryman 9V, best best Batteryman card, your entire deck. Basically what it does is when it hits the field, doubles its attack and defense. And when it does that, you're going to be able to go into your deck, look for any Batteryman monster, add it to your hand. However, when you do use this effect, he's gone in the end phase. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to Xyz him so you can use him as material rather than just throwing him in the graveyard unless you have a way to just bring him right back out. Next, we're going to be talking about Batteryman Charger. Charger, second best card, I would say. So basically what this one does is it allows you to special summon a Batteryman monster from your hand. On top of that, it gains 300 attack for each Thunder type monster in your control. So what that basically means is even though it says 1,800, it's actually at 2,100 because it also counts itself. And then on top of that, you're special summoning another Thunder type monster. So even though it says 2,100, you're going to be coming out here if they don't stop your effect with 2,400, which I think is a pretty decent attack. And then on top of that, you have Batteryman Fuel Cell, which basically her whole thing is that if you have 2 Batteryman monsters out on the field, you can special summon it, and then you can tribute a Batteryman monster on the field. And if you do, you get to send any card from your opponent's side of the field back to the hand. Now, let me read this because I don't remember if it just said Batteryman or just Thunder. It's Batteryman. If it was Thunder, this would be cracked, but you know, it is what it is. I think these cards are pretty good. You're going to want to play 3 of them. Now, I think if you had to get rid of one of these cards in terms of not having them be at 3 and maybe be at 2, I would probably say Batteryman Solar, but that's just my opinion. Next, we're going to be showing you guys the last 2 Batteryman monsters you're going to be playing. Batteryman Microcell, Batteryman Industrial Strength. Microcell basically is a boy who cried wolf. Everybody's seen it when someone breaks it, put 1 card face down, 1 card in the back row, in their turn. 9 times out of 10, they don't think they're going to have a flip effect. They hit it. When it flips, let me read this because it's been a while since I looked at this card. Special summon 1 level 4 lower Batteryman monster from your deck except for Batteryman Microcell. After this card has been flipped face up, when it is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can draw a card. So as y'all can see, it's pretty strong. And then we have Batteryman Industrial Strength, which I don't want to mess this one up because this guy is kind of scary. So this card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by removing from play 2 Batteryman monsters from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can remove from play 1 Thunder type monster from your graveyard and destroy 1 monster and 1 spell or trap card on the field. Basically, you're going to be hitting the front row and the back row each turn if you have battery monsters to spin, bro. It's crazy. Wait, did it say Batteryman or Thunder? I forgot. 1 Thunder type monster, bro. That's gross. That is so gross, bro. Alright guys, so the last 6 you're going to want to play. Triple Mind Hunter to special summon a level 4 from your hand, and then Triple Honest. Really good card, especially for this deck. Remember, like I said, we aren't playing hand traps in the gate. So if your opponent ends up making something huge and trying to beat over you, having Honest is really good, especially because we are playing a lot of light monsters in this deck and in the extra deck. So keep that in mind. Alright guys, so the first cards you're going to be playing in your spells are triple double summon, right? And double Monarchs of the Stormforth. Monarchs of the Stormforth basically makes it to where if you go second, you can get out Batteryman Charger right off the bat and be cool. Double summon allows you to do that first or second, which is really good. You know what I'm saying? Any card that you can just bring out, bring out Charger. Charger can bring out Batteryman 9 volt effect to double its attack to bring out Batteryman Field Cell. You add it to your hand, special summon it, kill off 9 volt, get rid of a card, and you're just popping off at that point. Really, really good. Especially if you use Stormforth, you're effectively giving your opponent back a card and you're popping one of their monsters on top of it. And by pop, I mean tribute, of course, so let's not get that twisted. In terms of revival, we're just going to play triple Batteryman Charger. It allows you to bring back a Batteryman if you pay 500 life points. Not that bad, and plus I think it's worth it. You don't really have another way to bring your monsters back, so this is a good way to just get them back off the graveyard. Alright guys, so the next ones we're going to be playing are double Short Circuit for board removal and Dark Hole for board removal. So Dark Hole speaks for itself, destroys all your monsters and their monsters too if they end up having a really, really good board. Now Short Circuit is really busted, and not only is it busted by itself of having the effect of if you have 3 Batteryman monsters on your side of the field, you destroy all the cards on their side. Remember, Batteryman Solar, his effect is monsters that come out onto the field get its name on your side, which means they will all be considered Batteryman monsters. So then you're effectively just blowing up the field for free. In which case, I would probably play 3, but I only have 2 Short Circuits, so it is what it is. If you do have 3 Short Circuits, or you have the ability to get a 3rd Short Circuit, do it. It's worth it. And yeah. And the last 3 spells we're going to be playing are Upstart Goblin, Monster Reborn, and Soul Recharge. Soul Recharge it's a lot, but here's the thing. If you have no options, Soul Recharge is the best option. You know what I'm saying? Monster Reborn effectively helps you get back certain cards that you felt like you lost, and then you have Upstart Goblin to just basically make your 40 card deck a 39 card deck. So alright guys, the last couple of cards we're going to be playing, and there are your traps. We're going to be playing triple Drowning Mirror Force, double Torrential Tribute. We're going to be playing Torrential Tribute just to wipe the field if we feel like we failed. And then for Drowning Mirror Force, you're effectively just making it to where all your opponent's monsters are back in the deck, which leaves you wide open to just swing for as much damage as you can. Alright guys, next up is our extra deck. Now forgive me, there's no deck sleeves on these because, I mean, they were super dirty, so I took them off, so forgive me. But you're going to want to be playing on your Link side 2 Link Haribo and 2 Secure Gardena, just to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Going on to your XZs, we're going to be playing Pallades into M7. Use the effect of Pallades, do your stuff, you get M7. M7 allows you to go into your graveyard and add a card back to your hand. Really useful, especially if you want to blow up the field again. Next we have number 39 Utopia into Lightning. Lightning doubles his attack. He becomes a 5,000 beater. On top of that, you are playing Honest, so even if they have a way to beat over it, they won't. And then on top of that, you have Dreadnoid with Gustav Max. If it kills something, you can put a rank 10 or higher on top of it. Playing Gustav, bring out Gustav. It has 3,000 attack and I think 3,000 defense, right? Yeah, it does. So it already beats hard. On top of that, you can just start taking off materials and doing 2,000 directly to your opponent's life points. Really busted, but I feel like it's really needed for this deck to work. And then next, just, you know, the one-ofs, which is Castell, Tornado Dragon, Ragnar Zero, and Star Leech. with Starlies, you're going to use his effects to dump whatever opponent's monster they have to attack down to 0, and then if your card is destroyed, then you get to draw a card. So remember that. That's also really good. We also have Ragna Zero, which basically makes it to where if your opponent has a monster that has a different attack number than it originally is supposed to have, you can destroy that card, and if you do, you can draw a card. Next, we have Tornado Dragon, of course, for board removal, and then you have Castell, because Castell's Castell. And yeah, y'all, that's the end of the deck profile. So yeah, don't forget to hit a like, and I will see y'all later. Peace.